Hello! Hello, grade 7s. This is going to be my first remote lesson for you guys. I'm going to be putting out videos on Tuesdays and Fridays for you. We're going to be just doing like some practice stuff where I'm just going to play some stuff out of the book and you're going to play along with me. Now I know some of you guys have gotten into your sheet music and some of you are going to go, oh gosh, I don't want to play out of the book. Truth is there's actually a lot of stuff towards the latter half of the book that is actually pretty tough and is going to be out of your playability. So I'd like to use this time to actually delve more into some solo work, and that's what we're going to use the book for specifically. So if you don't have a copy of the book, please do make sure to get a hold of me. Make sure to send me an email, get your parents to give me a call, and I can get a copy made up and sent your way, or send a digital copy or something along those lines. Regardless, so whenever I put out a video, all I want you to do is get your instrument out, get your book out, and that's what we're going to do. We're just going to play out of the book together. So if you don't have your instrument out, you should get it out right now because you're going to need it. Yeah, so we're going to start with, on page 40 in the book, we're going to start with our warm-up. We're always going to start with a warm-up. And we're going to start with the concert B-flat major scale and arpeggios. Make sure you're creating a nice big full breath. The goal when we're playing by ourselves and we're doing these is make sure that everything that you play is perfect. And so, for example, if I'm playing something and you can't quite keep up with me, you can actually on YouTube, you can actually in the bottom corner, I think here, there's a little gear and you can actually slow down the video. Or you can just do it on your own and do it slower. Do it at a tempo that you can do. Okay, I'm going to try and play at a tempo that I think is fair for you guys, though. Okay. Okay. That's actually a little slow. Let's move that a little faster. That's a little better. Okay. So this is a B-flat concert major scale and arpeggios. 1, 2, 3. Make sure that you're matching up with what I'm playing, okay? I'd like to do the concert B-flat major technique study as well, which is the exercise right below the scale and arpeggios, okay? And the goal with this one is to make sure that you are differentiating your sound between slurred notes and tongued notes. So we don't want like da 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 da, do do do, right? Only tonguing the ones that aren't slurred, okay? Ready? 1 and 2 and 3. And if you need to take that slower, take it slower, go back, try it again, do whatever you need to do. These videos are here so you guys have some kind of a framework for your practice, okay? So that'll be enough for our warm-up. So we're going to go back and we are going to pick up grade 7s a little back from where you guys probably want to be. But I assure you that we're going to move into some really hard stuff very quickly, okay? And if you're having trouble with some of the stuff that we're doing, you can get a hold of me. Feel free to get me on my cell phone. It's 250-882-8219. Or you can email me at rlarden@sd91.bc.ca. And if you do, I'm going to try and see if we can set up some time where I can do private lessons with people if they're able to do like video stuff. If not, we'll just have to chat it out and figure it out. I wish I could see you guys because I miss you guys dearly. Also, you should turn into the Fresh Air live stream. It helps a lot. I know some of you grade 7s are, but not all of you are. It helps. It makes a huge difference. All right, so we're going to flip back to page let's go, just for like warming up purposes, because I know some of you probably haven't touched your instrument in a while, we're going to go back to page 14, okay? And we are going to start on number 46, the processional dance. Okay, now we've got slurred notes, we have eighth notes, and we have a repeat section. So just make sure you're getting all your fingerings. If you don't get it, then go back and do this again. Okay? When you practice, the goal is to make sure that practicing isn't just like, it's about making sure that you are actually getting better. So if you know that you didn't do it right, then go back and fix it. Because otherwise, you're just wasting your time. The whole point of practicing is to fix our mistakes and figure out what we need to do everything better. So if you don't get it right, go back and do it again. Okay, so this is 46, page 14. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you need to go back and do that again, please rewind and do it again. We're going to move on. We're going to jump over to the next one. This is Baja Breeze, not Baja Breeze, as some of you keep saying. Okay, same thing, and make sure you're clear where the notes are ending. Don't play into the rest. Okay, this is 47. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm not going to go over eighth notes and all this other stuff because I know you guys already know how to do that. And these are just I'm just playing stuff to get you guys playing. Okay, just playing. So we're going to jump over to the next page. We're going to look at number 15, and I want to do number 54. We're skipping through a whole bunch right in here because I know that you guys have done these ones. But further in the book, we're going to do literally every single one, okay? So this is 54, Rio con brio. So we have eighth notes, we have ties, we have slurs, rests, fermatas, we have all kinds of things in this one, okay? Make sure you're only breathing on the on the rests and the breath marks, and make sure that the ties are held for their full duration, okay? So Rio con brio. 1, 2, and 3. do that one again because I messed up my valve and I sounded like butts. So sorry. Mr. Larden makes mistakes too. Trumpet players, you might notice that when I play the low D, I'm throwing my my third valve slide out. If you're playing a long note and you're playing a D, you should try to throw that little slide out. I mean, unless of course your trumpet is broken and rusted and doesn't work, but hopefully that's not the case. 1, 2, 3. Make sure we're playing with a nice sound, right? Three things that I've mentioned before. 1, you got to play the right notes. 2, you got to play the right rhythm, because if you're playing the right notes in the wrong place, they're wrong notes. And the last thing, 3, play with a nice sound, because if you don't have a nice sound, if you aren't using lots of air and letting your horn do its job, it sounds like butts, and nobody wants to hear that. Okay. So, we're going to try a little experiment here. We're going to flip over to page 16, and we're going to do the warm-up chorale, the little duet. And I am going to play the A part. And I would like you to try and play the B part alongside me. And then I'm going to play it again, and I'll play the B part, and you're going to try and play the A part. So make sure you know the fingering for the higher notes, because I believe we have for trombones and flutes and bass, we have A flat, a high A flat. For trumpet, clarinet, and tenor sax, we have a high B flat. And for alto saxes, that would be an F natural. So I'm going to play the A part, and you're going to try and play the B part. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Notice that the fermatos, I'm just kind of holding them for just longer, because when we're playing by ourselves, fermatos are a little different than when they're in band. When it's in band, I get to cut you off, but when we're playing by ourselves, it's a little different. So now I'm going to play the B part, and I'd like you to try and play the A part, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alrighty. Now, we are going to look at, right, I remember now. We're going to jump over to page 17. We're actually going to start jumping into some of the stuff that we're a little less familiar with, okay? So just for once, I'd like you to look at number 61 at the top of the page. Here we have some dotted half notes. We have half notes tied to quarter notes. The key here is that the time signature is in 3/4, which if you recall, I think most of you recall, it means 3 quarter notes per bar, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, we're just going to say through this once, and I want you guys to say it out loud, like you look like a crazy person, so your family looks at you and goes, why are you saying ta-ta? and you say, I'm doing my homework, okay? So we're going to read the rhythm for 61, and I want you to say it on ta. And remember, ties mean you add those notes together into one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, here we go. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. Okay? And make sure you're only breathing on the breath mark. So, we're going to try number 62, which has the same rhythm, except now we have notes and there's some slurs and tongues in there, okay? So, and pay attention to the key signature. That's the little sharps and flats at the very beginning, back by the time signature. At the very beginning, you'll notice that there is an extra flat, or in the case of our saxophones, there is a nothing. So you have F naturals, and we have B flats for trumpets, clarinets, and A flats for our C instruments. So pay attention to your key signature, okay? So number 62. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I have a feeling a bunch of you are going to mess that one up. So I want to make sure that you go and you do that so you got it correct, all right? And we're going to do just a couple more here. I would like to try number 63. Now we have our dynamic markings, which I'm pretty sure you guys remember. You remember that the P symbol is piano, right? Which means soft. And we have a pickup to this bar here, okay? So in this case, I'm gonna count you in by saying, I'm going to give you a bar and 2, which means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, because your pickup note you play on beat 3, okay? So this is a simple waltz. Remember, it's piano, soft. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That one's really pretty. And I want to encourage you guys and girls to remember that when you're playing, especially even these very, very simple exercises, that this is still music. These are musical compositions. And if you want to play them like... right? That's a thing, but it's not very good to listen to. And piece is only as musical and as artistic as you, the player, make it, right? Now, obviously, Hot Cross Buns is super kind of juvenile. It's very cheesy. But that doesn't mean that I, as the player, have to play it juvenile and cheesy. I can still make it sound really pretty. I can still try to make it artistic, right? So you have to try and encourage yourself to always try to say something artistic and beautiful with your sound, okay? I'm going to do one more, and then that will be it for the day, okay? So we're going to look at number 64. So this is the sight reading challenge. This is Anne McGinty. Now I know you guys are like, we don't want to play out of the book. But Anne McGinty has written some amazing band music. She's one of the best band composers there is these days. And she wrote The Red Balloon. She has over 225 pieces that she has published. It's crazy. So this is Cambridge Overture. Okay. Oh, this is 4/4. 1, 2, 3. That one's supposed to be forte. I didn't really want to blast and destroy your mic. And just remember also that forte does not mean blasting. It means with strength, okay? So it just means full, big full sound, okay? So I think that will do. So I will have another video coming up for you guys on Friday. And I miss you guys very much. Please, you know, feel free to comment on the video if you want. And if you need help or anything, please get a hold of me. Please, I would love to hear from you guys. I miss you guys very much. My hope is that by the end of quarantine, we will have played everything in the book. And I mean everything, like even the really hard stuff. So, stay healthy, and get your instruments out. Okay. I will see you guys again soon.